We're live. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to our viewers. Please stay tuned till the end. Thank you for coming. Thank you also for my co-business owners for coming. Good evening to everyone. And also, the last but not the least, our special guest. But before I go any further, let me introduce myself first. I'm Imelda Arbili. I live here in New York. Um, I'm a pharmacist by profession. I'm a mom, a wife, and a proud digital business owner. Sa mga naminaw karon sa mga Bisaya, paminaw mo, hope magstay mo hangtod sa end aning among interview. Maayo gini siya nga business and hope you'll consider learning and tonight and stay tuned and learn from our expert, our guest speaker for tonight. All right, ladies, please introduce yourselves.
Hola, hola mi gente. Mi nombre es Jessie Rodriguez. My name is Jessie Rodriguez. I'm a nurse by professional. I live in Ontario, Canada. I'm from Cuba. I'm a for part of this amazing online business that it's just crazy, guys. So you just had to go check it out. I'm telling you, it's so good. But anyways, you will hear all about it later on these videos. If you have anything else, just put your questions. We will answer to you or contact with any of us. Okay? See you guys.
Mabuhay! Kumusta kayong lahat? My name is Maria Perdita de Guzman from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, originally from the Philippines. I am also a nurse by profession and, of course, a proud digital business owner. Thank you for being here with us. I hope you stay tuned and thank you very much, Coach Tanya, for gracing us your time.
Naimbag nga daw kayo, naimbag nga rabii. My name is Fatima. I'm also a nurse here in Alberta, Canada. And thank you again for coming and as we connect with Coach Tanya, a stay-at-home mom, and give you insight on how this business can provide you time and financial freedom. So stay tuned with us, and we do this every monthly, and connect with business owners so that you'll see how great this business is. And yeah, let us know where you're tuning in from, and yeah, hope you'll get insights as we talk with Coach Tanya later on. Okay.
Hello. Good evening. My name is Teresa Shili. Maayong buntag, maayong gabi sa inyong tanan. I'm originally from the Philippines, but I live now in Augusta, in Georgia, and I'm a full-time. I'm a pharmacist by profession, and I'm a mom, a wife, and a Lola. And I'm glad to be here, and I hope that you guys are also happy to be here. So stay tuned.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. And like again, I said, it's our pleasure, and it's we are so lucky to have um, this guest tonight. She's one of the most valuable member of our community. She's so selfless. She gives a lot of her time back to our community. And when I first started this business, like I always see her, and it's like, oh my gosh, I said she is so like with all her time. Like I know she's busy, but she gives so much of her time to our community, and we truly appreciate that. And tonight she's here with us, sharing her expertise, her experiences, and knowledge about their business. So, guys, don't miss it. And please stay tuned till the end. Coach Tanya, please introduce also yourself to our viewers. And thank you again for coming.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome,
Oh,
Coach.
wow. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. I am honored and flattered to be here that you chose me to be in your presence tonight. So, I hope that I can add value to your followers, to anybody that's listening, just to know that we are all connected, and, whether we're online or offline, we just want to let you know that we are like pulling back the curtain tonight, just to let you in on what it is that we do and how you can be a part of it as well. I feel the energy right now from all of you ladies, and I'm just so excited to be here tonight. So thank you again so much for letting me, share in your presence tonight. You're probably wondering, okay, well, who is Coach Tanya? Where am I from? And how did I get into this business? So I will do a brief introduction, and then I'll let them, lead me into some of the questions they have. So I am, as they mentioned, a full-time mom. I have been for over 20 years. Gosh, I stopped counting. And I am a coach in the industry in our business. And I've been in the business for almost 6 years. I'm almost going to be celebrating my 6th anniversary very, very soon. And, I actually come from Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. That's where I was born. And we moved here to Alberta, Canada, just over 3 years ago because of this business. It was a big, milestone that we were able to do that. And I'll share a little bit about that later. But, we have been blessed with 3 beautiful children. One of them is just finishing her last year of university. I can't believe it. Our second daughter is in college. She just got started this year. And then our son is going to be entering high school next year. So all at different, stages of their education and their life. And, the biggest thing too is that my husband was able to, stop that treacherous commute that he had when we were in Ontario. That was a big change for us to be able to implement that in our life, because that highway in 401, I know there's a few of you here that are aware of that. There was so many accidents on that highway, and I got worried for him. I got, worried for his safety and also anxiety. So in a nutshell, that was another reason we wanted to make this move, was a big lifestyle change for all of us. So anyway, I'll get into that later, but thank you again so much for having me. My background, I was in finance actually before I decided to be a full-time mom.
Oh,
Thank you
thank
so much,
you.
Coach.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, yeah, and welcome. And thank you for gracing us your time.
Thank you.
Ate,
You're muted.
you're muted, Ate.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
So we're
Okay,
live, guys.
This is real.
That's what
Real
happens
life.
when you go live, right? Everything happens. Anything can happen. Anyways, Coach Tanya, as you said, you lost count already on how long you have been a full-time mom and at-home mom. And I know at home house chores are never ending, and it is so easy to procrastinate on your computer works for your online business. It's so easy to just lie down on your couch or your bed and binge on Netflix, or it's so easy to just go out with your friends and have fun. What are your strategies to stay focused and productive on your online business while working from home?
Sure. Well, I have to say that my children are older now. So even when they were, like, when I got started on this business, they were already school aged. But what I did was, whenever they got home from school, I made it a priority to greet them. That was one thing they always said to me, Mom, we really like that when you're home. So they didn't like if I was doing grocery shopping at that hour, or if I was, doing errands or at an appointment. They said, we really like when you're home. And I mean, I'm sure part of that is, can we have this snack? Can we do that? Asking those kinds of things. I can't say that it's all because of, just mom, but those were some of the, the important parts, but also just, letting them know, and this is what I learned back, when I was in actually college. I'm going to just go back a little bit in time. I actually went to be an ECE instructor. I went, to college for that. And so I remember way back, how they always said how important it was for kids to have structure. So they need to know what's happening next. So I learned that. I brought those skills with me as a mom, and I realized, okay, I need to let them know that, I've got some work hours and I've got some, hours that I can spend with them. So I really had to outline that for them and let them know, hey, you know what, at this time, even if it was like a Zoom meeting like this, where I'm getting together with other online business owners, they would know in advance. So they had that already, kind of forewarned. And just setting those regular hours was very, very helpful, because then they knew what was coming. They knew, okay, we've got to be quiet right now for, however long, length of time. But also to let them know that, what, even if I'm in my office, but I'm not on a call, they can certainly come and, I don't want me to be blocked off from them at all. Like, this is, our business is part of our lifestyle. So we have to incorporate that. So I just want you to know that, like, you don't have to do, part like your business separate from your family life. You can integrate them, and it does work. Even for the fact that, like, when they were in activities, I would just, be able to take them to their activities and then, check in with my business wherever that is, whether we were on the soccer field or whether, it was in the library. Like, it doesn't matter. Grocery shopping, like, you can do this wherever. And I think that's the beautiful part about this business is you don't really have to be so structured, but structured enough for your kids, because that's, where I find that they thrive and they need to know what's happening next. So I hope that answered your question.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
It did.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that's a
struggle.
good point with the business, Coach Tanya, because I know some of our viewers would say like I'm a stay-at-home mom, like I could I do this business? Of course they can do it because like it's portable, like you could take this anywhere, you could time your business, and that's what we love about this business. So it we might be grocery shopping, and the business is running in the background. So
Yeah.
that's yeah. Thank you for that point.
Yeah.
What inspired you to become a stay-at-home mom and start this particular online business?
Okay, so I will go back to the whole, wanting to be an ECE instructor and learning some of those skills. And I really found that I loved being around kids. That was me. It was just, I find that sometimes there's career women, and then sometimes there's like family centered women. And I felt like I fell into the family centered, category. And so I always knew that I wanted to be there for their milestones. I don't want to miss those precious moments in time, because one thing that I've realized, over all these years is you can never get the time back. But you can always make more money. So even if we had to sacrifice, which we did, especially with a family of 5, we were literally, pretty much surviving on my husband's income, Derek, for most of the time. But what happened was once, the kids got into high school, our 2 oldest daughters, that's when it was awakening. And we said, oh my goodness, what happened? Where did the time go? This has been great and everything, but my our bank account isn't looking like it's going to be able to support their post-secondary education. And so I would say that's probably one of the biggest reasons that we were looking for something like this, is because in the meanwhile, I had been doing side gigs all throughout the years, trying to figure out, okay, how can I supplement our family's income? What can I do to bring in extra? And so the last thing that I did before I started this business was furniture refinishing. But what I got realizing was time equals money. So every time I was refinishing furniture, I had to be present. I had to be there. And then I had to, go through all the stages. So, wait for it to sell. And I actually had to dry some of my things in the house. So it was just getting to be mayhem. And I had like pieces of furniture here and there. And my dining room was no longer. And I was just getting so tired of waiting. And that's how it is, like in the real, sales world. Usually, especially if you have a store or, a franchise or something like that, like you have, sometimes there's a waiting game. Well, I thought to myself, there's got to be a better way. Like, I can't be always just doing that. I want to be still present for my kids. I want to still be able to take them to activities, appointments, and things like that, and have that fun time. And so then we sat down one day and I said to my husband, there's got to be something, especially because he's in marketing. And so we just, kind of were brainstorming, trying to find out, okay, what can we do? Like, there's so many businesses that were going online. And there has been for a long time, but like now, like fast forward 6 years, it's amazing how much opportunity there is now online. So that's what we did. We started scouring the internet. And unfortunately, when we first started looking, I couldn't find what we were looking for. Like, it didn't check off all the boxes. Like, there wasn't mentorship. There wasn't, any sort of guidance or coaching, or even to the point where like I found things that were similar to what our business is, but it just didn't have all the components. I'll just put it that way. And so when it came down to it, I searched whatever I could, and then I had to let it go, because then it became craft season for me. So I don't know if you know that part, but I used to do like some craft shows like around Christmas time, and that also brought me in some extra, income. And it was just like gifts in a jar, like brownies, cookies, things like that in a jar. But again, having to go to these craft shows, whether it was snow, sleet, whatever, like I had to, trudge through that weather. And I was away from my family. And I knew that's not what I wanted anymore. It was great. It was good to, add that, extra income for like Christmas gifts at that time of year and things like that. But really, it wasn't making the bank, as we say. It wasn't, going to provide us with the money that we needed for education, as we all know how many thousands that is to put our kids through post-secondary. So I knew that there had to be another way. So literally after Christmas that year, I was like, okay, I needed to just let it go and just like let God, come in and take over, because I literally prayed, and within a few days, when I wasn't looking, that's when I found my coaches and mentor. Yeah. And it was just like so natural. I was on my news feed. I was just, in the morning doing my, regular routine, just kind of checking things out or whatever. And it came to me when I wasn't looking. So, I mean, sometimes opportunity presents itself when you're not ready, but you have to be ready. You have to know that, like, if you're asking for it, be ready, because you never know how it's going to appear for you. But yeah, that's why. And then plus, I was looking for a way that I could still, again, time equals money. So I wanted to be able to, if I still wanted to do the furniture refinishing, make it a hobby and not make it a job. So that was another.
That's nice. That's nice.
That's amazing. That's really good. And it's not just that, it's just the way that we're looking. Like what I said to people to do your research, go out there, see, this is what I want to do. Let me do my cons and pros, and found what that business that really can impact your life and the life of your family. And we're telling you, this is it.
You found it now.
Right.
See the energy now?
All right, so I do have another question for you.
Okay.
How can we assure to our viewers or the person they are following us that trust on building that business, that this business is legitimate? This business have the potential that the financial freedom, and this is what they're looking for. So you already touched base on that, but hey, viewers, listen to this part.
You know what? Honestly, I would say the first thing, ladies, was that I knew that there was a T4, and here in Canada, that's your tax receipt. So that shows that, okay, you're making an income and this is registered. So that, for me, that checked off the box right off the hop. But also, you know what? Being on social media, like, seeing how many people, first of all, we have expanded so much over the 6 years. I can't even get over it. We're so global that it's not just us that you're going to see from now on. You're going to see other people. And so that's a good indication too, that we're not going anywhere. This business is not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, we're growing exponentially. So,
Really?
If you are one of the lucky ones to be able to, get in to our private Facebook group, we will let you in, and we will, again, pull back the curtain even more for you so that you can see for yourself, what this can do for you and for your family. But I think the biggest thing that I want to say is transparency. So if we are putting ourselves out there and we're putting our family out there, we wouldn't do something that wasn't on the up and up, in other words. So here we are, we're showing you as best as possible what our lifestyle looks like, what this could look like even for you. And we're just everyday people. Like, we are nobody special. We've all started at the same point. We've all gone through the same training, and the same is for you as well. And if I also might add, one of the biggest concerns for me, again, being a full-time mom, I really didn't think that I had the computer skills. Like, I hadn't been in corporate for a long time. I'm many, many, many years. So I didn't really need to be on the computer. Yes, every once in a while I'd scroll through Facebook or whatever, but I really didn't have a need to use my computer. So that was one of the things that I needed to have addressed. And so when I found out you don't have to be tech savvy, you don't have to have all the answers, you're actually going to get all the training for you, and it's going to be video based. And I thought, oh my goodness, because for me, I'm very visual when I'm learning. And so to hear that training is yours, it's yours forever, and you can go back and you can watch things over and over. And as a matter of fact, we recommend it because we keep on adding new things
Updating,
and
yeah.
updating and,
Evolving.
always being up with the trends and up with the times. So I don't know if I can actually share any more, because we can't even be any more transparent than we already are. Like, if you see all of us here, we are all connected in one way or another through this business. So again, I encourage you, check things out. As Yessie said, like, you need to look at things for your own self. But of course, the first step is that we would invite you to our live webinar. And that is where you're going to get your first taste of it.
All
Guys,
right.
free
Thank you.
live
Thank you.
webinar.
Yeah. Thank you so
You're
much,
welcome.
Tanya. I don't know, to our viewers, if you are not convinced and you still not getting value from all that Coach Tanya has said and shared, I don't know what else to say. So everything is there. She laid it out so beautifully and so skillfully, and it was exceptional. So I hope you guys will take a good look at this business. Really, guys, this is not a get rich quick scheme. Like, we never promised that, but the opportunity that this business is offering is endless. So I don't know, Coach Tanya, if you still have anything else to add with all the things that you've said already. That's like you said, transparency and
I would say, go to the webinar, because that is your first step. And also, you've got these beautiful ladies to answer any of your questions. And that's where I was. I was in the same position as you over 6 years ago. And I needed to get some answers. And I think that when you know that there's someone on the other side that's legitimately, interested in, what it is that they're offering, but also how they can help you, that's what did it for me. I needed that support. I needed to know that I'm not going to be alone. And I want you guys to know also, you will not be alone. We have so many resources and so many different ways of learning, that it's, there's something for everybody.
yeah.
And most of us here that doesn't even have a business I don't have any business background or what. I myself is like nursing all the time, but
Yeah.
I had this business and I started this business, and it's just tremendously like we're thriving in this business. So watch as Coach Tanya said, watch the webinar to see if this is for you. And it's the free info session. The info session is free, and you could watch it anytime you want. And then decide for yourself if this is for you too. It's working for us. We wouldn't put our name in the to show you and be in the social media if this is not legitimate. So look at all
Absolutely.
the advantages of this business.
All
Yes.
right. Anything else, ladies? Anything to add
Oh, and
before we wrap up the night?
yeah, of course. You can watch our free info session every Tuesday and Thursday, the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And to reserve your spot on those days, either of those days, you can just click any of our links, and we will give you the access to the live webinar. And do not even be worried if, just in case life happens and you're busy, you were still at work, you're cooking for dinner for your children, and you cannot make it to watch the live webinar. We always provide you the replay probably the next day. So no worries about that.
Just
We got you covered.
yeah,
Yes.
just to share my experience, guys. What really grabbed me when I saw this business, when I watched those info sessions, those free info sessions, I saw the community. It's just very supportive, and to me, I've never seen anything like this. And selfless people from all over the world helping each other grow their business. And to me, that's really priceless. And that's really the thing. Of course, the monetary, but to me, the community, you have a support here, and you're not alone. So don't be scared. Don't be afraid to try or getting out of your comfort zones. We are here to support you. All right, guys. We may be slow sometimes, but we're all busy, but we're there. And wherever you are, you can always ask for support. They're all there to help out. All right, guys. Again, anything else, ladies?
I just want to say
Just
very much
something.
global.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I just want to say to everyone that's watching right now live or watching it later and the replay, just it's amazing how worldwide we are. Like
Mhm.
we have every like
Globally.
you have any problem, Spanish, French, Germany, anywhere.
Yes.
I think we are everywhere, every corner. So we always going to have someone there that if
Yes.
we don't know how to help
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
because the English or the barrier language, we will find someone that will help you because we're
Exactly.
here for
Yeah.
you. And that's the most important thing. That's why it sold me this business. So as
Proven
you
system.
know,
All right. Anything else?
That's exactly what I was just going to say. That we're so global that yeah, if you want, we were on the same wavelength. Hey, Jesse.
Yes, exactly.
Totally,
You know,
totally.
so global, so portable. You can do any time. You can spend as much or as less time you want. You know, this is your business, so you know, it's all your responsibility. But like I said, the support is there. It's a proven system. It's working, and you have nothing to worry. It's legitimate. So, guys,
Click on the link now. Don't let this
thank you for
opportunity
watching.
pass you by. Click on the link.
all right. Okay,
Okay.
guys.
Thanks for
Oh, that,
watching. Thank
that
you,
Bye.
Coach
it ended
Tanya.
our stream.
Thank you so
Sorry,
much,
guys.
everyone.
It ended up.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.